Hello. We will begin in child's pose today with the knees wide so we can give our tummies some space. So toes together, knees as wide or wider than the mat, and then slowly bring it forward. If you'd like to start simply on the forearms instead of the forehead, that's fine. And just begin checking in with yourself, your body. You can also come onto a pillow or a bolster here if you'd like. Slowly walk it over to the right side, maybe reaching the left fingertips just a little bit farther, feeling stretch in the left side of the body. And walk it over to the left, maybe reaching the right fingertips just a little bit further. Oh, golly. And bring it back to center. And walk the hands back up. I am menstruating and bloating, so we're just gonna try and make space for this today. Coming up to all fours. So this practice is mostly for if you're feeling denser than a neutron star. We'll move through a few cat-cow, dropping the belly, lifting the chin, lifting the hips. And then as you exhale or inhale, rounding the spine, tuck the hips, tuck the chin. Maybe wince in pain. And continue to breathe through both postures in your own time with your own breath. Come back to neutral spine, lower down to the forearms. So not quite puppy pose. If you would like to enter the full expression of puppy pose, by all means, go for it. If you are not quite there yet, as I am, then go ahead and stack the palms and then just bring your forehead down to the mat, leaving the hips in the air. You can tuck the toes or untuck the toes. The choice is yours. We're just gonna this. And come back up to the forearms and then up to the hands. Toes together, knees wide. Once again, making space for our bellies, bloated or otherwise, in child's pose. This time coming up to the hands, but leaving the legs as they are. Bring your left palm and thread it through to the right side, coming down to the shoulder, maybe down to the ear. If your lower back needs a little bit of attention, you can place your right palm there and just let your body know it's gonna be okay. And that maybe they should take a deep breath and calm down instead of being painful. If this twist is too much for you, you can stay center or you can walk the hands over to the right side instead. At any point during this practice, you can give yourself a small massage. And bring it back up. Over to the left side in any variation you choose. And come back up. Nice and slow. Bring the knees back together. Walk it up to tabletop. Moving through a few cat-cow. So drop the belly and then round the spine. Today doesn't have to be a day where we go all the way. It can just be little. Just keep breathing. Make your way onto your bottom. Extend the legs long. And flex the toes nice and firmly, drawing the toes up toward the ceiling for a flexed foot. You can also bend your knees here to give yourself some space. And then we'll walk the feet a little wider than the hips. And slide the hands down the legs. Relax the head. Inhale and come up. Small twist to the right side, left hand to the outside of the right leg, twisting. And focusing on your breath. Come back to center and twist over to the left. Oh, just on my face. Exhale and come back to center. Draw the soles of the feet together. Bring the hands behind the hips, fingertips facing away or forward. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Let your body know it's going to be okay. And exhale, bring the palms to the ankles and slowly draw the chest forward. Maybe bring the elbows to the insides of the knees, coming into Baddha Konasana. Again, massaging at any point. Right now I'm just sort of pressing my thumbs into my calves and all the way down to my ankles. And come up, extend the legs. Seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. You can either fold forward, you can sit here massaging the thighs, sort of gently pushing that energy down toward the feet. I know that sometimes my legs feel sort of like electrified jello. So they need a little massage so that they stop being so painful. Kind of like if you took in movies they have those exposed wires and you can see like the sparks flying and like the wires are frayed inside that like big black rubber tubing. It's a bit like that, but my legs don't feel strong enough to hold that up, so it's sort of like it's inside of Jell-O. If that makes no sense at all, because it probably doesn't. But anyway, so folding forward or massaging the legs, your choice. And coming all the way back up, turning toward the long edge of your mat and extending the legs toward each corner. Oh. Slowly walking it forward or just sort of leaning. Again, you can come onto a bolster or a pillow here. That might be comfortable. And then come up. We'll take a twist toward the right. Yep, toward the right. Left hand coming toward the outside of the right thigh. Right hand behind you or off to the side. We'll come back to center, twist it over to the left. Still sitting up nice and tall, or if you'd like to take the forward fold, you can do that here. We'll be doing that next. And back to center, walk it over toward the right leg. So turning the torso and walking the hands, or again, simply massaging, trying to draw some of that downward prana or release some of that downward prana out of the legs. Bring it back up and through center over to the left side. And reconnect with your breath. And come back up. Draw the legs back together. And make your way onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest. Just allow them to float there. You don't have to hug them in if you don't want. We're just letting the legs float. Exhale, draw the heels up toward the ceiling, allowing the legs to float. Coming into this variation of legs up the wall. If you'd like to put a blocker bolster under your hips, you can. If you prefer to drape your legs over the seat of a chair or your couch, you can do that, or you can scoot over to a wall and do that instead. Again, massaging just a little bit if you would like. You don't have to. And bring the soles of the feet back down onto the mat. Allow the knees to float over to the right side, again creating a small twist or a big twist if you'd like. Trying to wring out some of these cramps. And draw the knees up and over to the left side. Bring the legs back up to center. Draw the heels in toward the hips. And we will lift the hips about 2 or so inches off the ground. So we're not going very far. This is a very subtle way to sort of release the hips and the low back. I mean, my back, my front, my bottom all hurt, so this also activates the quadriceps. And release the glutes, but keep the quadriceps engaged. Maybe draw the belly button back toward the spine. Again, massaging or using your hands for a small amount of pressure. And lower the hips back down. Inhale, lift the hips again. Again, release the glutes. Keep the quadriceps engaged. Draw the belly button back, almost as if you were going to scoop your pelvis under just a little bit. I like to bring my fingertips down toward my pubic bone and then gently pull up. So sort of scooping up toward my belly button to help release some of whatever this is, stuck energy. Exhale, lower the hips down, draw the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bringing the palms to the belly, the chest. Once again, telling your body it's okay to release this baby fistful of rice that is causing you so much pain. It's okay. You can let go now. And breathing. Bring the soles of the feet back to the mat and lift the heels up toward the ceiling. Once again, this time flexing the feet by drawing the toes down toward you, pressing the heel up toward the ceiling. And then pressing the ball of the foot away until the toes curl over to point the feet. If you would like, you can draw your arms above the head, holding on to the elbows. And flex, drawing the toes toward you. Point the feet, pressing the ball of the foot away until the toes curl over. And then let the knees slowly bend, allowing the legs to simply hover above the chest. Coming into happy baby, bringing the elbows to the insides of the knees, reaching the hands to the outsides of the feet, drawing the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling, creating almost a 90-degree angle with the knees, and drawing the knees wider than the shoulders to give yourself some space. You can rock side to side and pretend to be a happy baby instead of a grumpy adult. And release the feet. Bringing the soles of the feet back down to the mat. Choosing your favorite repose pose. I think today I'm gonna do some legs up the wall with an assist. But you can choose whatever you like. So for legs up the wall, you'll sit down next to the wall, like so. And then as you lean back, your feet float up and your torso floats down. Your arms can be in whatever position you like. Again, you can bring the legs onto a couch or a chair. or bring the calves onto your seat cushion or couch cushion if you don't have a wall handy. And closing the eyes if that is comfortable. Relax the legs, relax the arms. You can gently change positions if you prefer. Soften the belly, soften the chest. Maybe swallow to soften the throat. Soften the jaw and soften the forehead. Soften the whole body, heavy into the mat, and take this time to simply exist. Slowly come back into your body, but wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Gently moving the ankles from left to right. Maybe rolling the wrists around in a circle. Slowly shake the head no. And on your next inhale, stretch your fingertips high above your head, stretching from fingertip to toe. And as you exhale, rolling onto your side. Thank yourself for stepping onto your mat today. And when you're ready, bring your top palm onto the mat in front of your chest. Stand your top leg and gently guide yourself up into a seated position. If you still have the eyes closed, gently covering the eyes with the palms and slowly fluttering the eyes open. Bringing the palms to heart center. And as you move forward through the week and the weekend, please take this practice as a gentle reminder that you can remind your body that it's okay and that it could, release its grip at any time now. No, honestly, let go at any time. And also, hot water bottles, electric heating pads, Calm Balm by the Honey Pot Company, all those things are also equally wonderful when it is that time of the month. Bowing the head if you would like. The light in me sees and respects the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me for this very specific practice, and I hope you feel better. And if you do feel wonderful, I hope that continues. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Ow.